हेलो। हेलो।
हेलो हेलो। चल शुरू करें। ठीक है चलिए। शुभ मध्याह्न, नमस्कार and a lovely good afternoon to Dr. Abhishek Jain, Honorable Secretary Information Technology, Home and Vigilance, Finance, Planning, Economics and Statistics, 20-point program, Labor and Employment, Printing and Stationery, Youth Services and Sports, Secretary to the Chief Minister Himachal Pradesh. An abiding power broker of IIIT UNA, respected Registrar IIIT UNA, Professor A.N. Gill, galaxy of professors and intellectuals, dedicated faculty and non-faculty members, and sincere participants. I, Manu Chauhan, on behalf of the entire IIIT UNA family, would like to present a full-hearted welcome to all of you in the valedictory session of SoCTA 2023. So now I request Dr. Tarun Sharma, Dr. O.P. Verma, Guest of honor Dr. Sanjay Sharma, Professor A.N. Gill and Dr. Ankur Kumar to please come forward and have their seats. शुरू करें? Now I would like to invite Dr. Tarun K. Sharma, Professor and Director, CSE School of Engineering and Technology, Shobhit Institute of Engineering and Technology, to enlighten us. Please, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Manoj Chauhan. Now, I stand before you on the concluding ceremony of SoCTA 2023. I, from my core of my heart, thanks to IIIT UNA for providing us the opportunity to host 8th in the edition of International Conference on Soft Computing Theories and Applications. It was a great pleasure to working with the colleagues, young colleagues, budding researchers at IIIT UNA. We learn every day. We used to explore and exploit the things because we are the men of soft computing. We had explored number of things over here and found that there are enormous opportunities available with IIIT UNA to be completed and to be done. During the last 3 days, because for any conference we start working for almost 365 days before. In our inaugural session, we have already announced SoCTA 2024 as well as SoCTA 2025. This is due to the visionaries which are associated with the SoCTA series. So we are From tomorrow onwards, we will update our website with SoCTA 2024. I take this opportunity to thank all the speakers, all the presenters, all the steering committee members. Unfortunately or fortunately, this time only we 4 people could make our physical presence. However, there is a complete team who was working behind the SoCTA 2023 is Dr. Jiten Raj Purohit. He is in Pune. He handled various sessions in our absence. Dr. Amit Hirawat with Manipal University, Jaipur. He handled number of things in our absence, handled speakers, coordinated with the speakers and other fellow members. Anand Kumar, if I am not mistaken, Mr. Dr. Anand Kumar from Triple IT, Kota. They were, initially they were supposed to come over here because, they were having certain accidental engagements, so they could not make their presence in Triple IT Una. So during the last 3 days, we have several presentations, keynote talks, and especially from this year onwards, we have started a dialogue that is Samvad in Artificial Intelligence. And Dr. Swagatam Das was supposed to be the part of that panelist, but he was in China, and the Google is not accessible in China. That's why he could not join the Samvad in AI, and we hope that he will be joining us in MNIT Jaipur 2024 for the next, that is 2.0 in ethics in Samvad, because that will be ongoing series. And this series was, the motivation given by one of our senior, Dr. Jagdish Bansal, who basically asked us to start this series. And this was the first time when the convener of this conference was a female faculty, that is Dr. Tanu Vadhera. We really, thanks to her, we were observing her working night and day from the last 3 days. She was equally, looking for our everything, from staying to food, traveling and managing all the things. So on behalf of the whole organizing committee and the steering committee of SoCTA 2023, I again thanks Dr. Tanu Vadhera, and there are number of, or you can say the scope to learn. Okay, I hope you have taken something from this conference. Though me and Dr. OP are still in the learning stage, we do commit several mistakes every year, and we do learn, and we try to improvise every year. So we have learned a lot. It means we have to work more for the next coming conference. And with this, I would like to thank the registrar sir, Professor A.N. Gill, who came to Shimla for hosting this conference along with Tanu. And we really miss you in the last 2 days, and hope to to have more collaborations in the coming year. So I wish you a very happy and prosperous new year, and hope to get associated with you in your own conference, that is SoCTA 2024. Thank you. Have a great day.
I welcome respected Registrar Professor A.N. Gill in the valedictory section of SoCTA 2023. Thank you so much, Dr. Tarun Sharma. Now I request Dr. Om Prakash Verma, Associate Professor at IIT Jalandhar, to convey the 3-day report to all of us. Please, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Monu. I'm going to correct you. I'm not associate right now, so I'm assistant professor at NIT Jalandhar. Okay. So I'm going to present the 3 days of the conference SoCTA 2023, whatever we held at different session, different tracks. So before going to that, I on behalf of the SoCTA 2023 core committee, I congratulate to all the participants who have joined online, and several of us have not joined, and 5 of these who have joined physically also, in physical mode also. So I welcome chief guest of the day, Professor Mr. Abhishek Jain, IS Secretary to CM, Professor B.K. Kanodia, Biomedical Director of the IIT Una, Professor N. Gill, Registrar of the IIT Una, Professor Tarun Kumar Sharma, Conference Chair of this SoCTA series, guest of the honor of the day, Dr. Sanjay from Himachal Pradesh University. I also would like to thank the chief guest of the day, the inaugural session, inaugural Gokul Butel ji, who have enlightened us with his wisdom. In the 3 days, we have accepted 72 papers out of 272 papers. So out of these, we have run 13 parallel sessions. On the day one, we have run it, 4 tracks, and in day two, we have run 9 tracks parallelly. On the first day, we have arranged the lecture of Professor Ananda Bose from Springer, and on the day two, I have arranged the lecture of Professor J.C. Bansal on evolutionary algorithm. That was very generic and efficient to the young researchers. We have added this year the new the strategy. With the new strategy, you can say AI Samvad. That is the first ethics in AI Samvad. And the panel was the Professor P.V. Suresh from the IGNOU director, and Professor Rajesh from MNIT Jaipur, Dr. Veva from the DRDO, and me and Dr. Tarun from Soviet University. In last 3 days, total number of papers, you can say 57 papers or 58 papers have been presented in online mode, and 5 papers have been presented in offline mode, and all the authors 5 from the NIT Kurukshetra. So this is all the report, and 28% of the papers have been accepted for the finally accepted for the Springer approval. We have the approval of 120 papers, but we are only accepted 62 papers, sorry 72 papers out of this, and you can say that this is the we have maintained the quality of the paper. So on this note, I would like to thank to all the organizing committee, those who have worked day and night for to arrange to make the success of this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Verma. Now I would like to request our today's honorable guest of honor, Dr. Sanjay Sharma, Assistant Professor HPA, to please come forward and enlighten us. Please, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Manu. Good afternoon, everyone. Chief guest of the day, Abhishek Janji, Chief Secretary, IT, and guest of honor, Registrar Sir, Gil Sir, Professor Gil Sir, and Tarun Sir, and OP Sir, and others, authors and faculty members of IIIT UNA. As per the concern of SoCTA, SoCTA 7 series was organized by Himachal Pradesh University, and really it was wonderful experience to work with the founder members, Dr. Tarun and OP Verma. Really, I enjoyed every moments, every time with Dr. Tarun and Dr. OP Verma. I learned a lot of things. Means to say they are very hard work, and still from that day I totally joined with these two persons, and every time they ask me, Sanjay, you have to do these things, you have to do these things, and I have learned a lot, sir. And near futures, definitely I will be with you. And in 2024, already they have sent an invitation to me that Sanjay, you should be there at that time. I don't know. Tarun sir said you have to come. Literally, there is a very important duty that I was involved in flying squad of HP University, and I said, sir, I don't want to come. Exactly, this duty is very important for me. This Tarun sir said, I don't know. You have to come, Unna, and you have to look after all these things. And literally, all the peoples in IIIT UNA, they day and night they work very hard for this conference, and all of are very good in their specific task. So literally, I will not take so much time. So once again, thank IIIT UNA to give me opportunity as a guest of honor little bit. I think so. I am very young for guest of honor all these things, but thank you so much once again, and thank you, Gil sir, and thank you, Tarun sir and Oti sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sanjay. Now I would like to request Dr. Ankur, School of Electronics, to please address the gathering. Please, sir.
I just want to thank OP sir and Tarun sir. They taught us a good learning and we are taking as a learning so that we can enhance our conference, because we are also organizing a conference, international conference IEEE in 2024. So it's a good learning. We just want to thank you, and I want to thank the Gil sir and uh, sir, guest of honor. So I just want to finish my speech. Thanks to all, and it's a great learning for us. We will enhance our conference as you taught us so many things. So thanks once again.
So now I would like to request Professor Engel, respected Registrar IIIT UNA, to please address all of us.
So very good afternoon. I'm lucky enough in some sense and not lucky in the other sense. In the I mean to say that it was a transition phase that the director we relieved him, on 22nd, and I have to accompany him because I had assured him that I'll take you to Chandigarh and I will drop you at airport, and due to that reason I could not enjoy the conference. It is unfortunate on my part. In fact, I wanted to join, but because of 2 holidays, and then I was not comfortable because the most dedicated person, he departed from our institute. He has built this institute from the core of his heart, and while going back he was totally upset because he had all wonderful experiences of all the people, all the workers, all the contractors, CPWD, and all. He narrated all things on the way to Chandigarh with me. So anyway, he had done whatever he was given the duty by Ministry of Education, and he, by virtue of his experience, he established the institute in a very short time. It's not a cup of tea of every person to construct such a huge infrastructure. As compared to NITs or IITs, we are very small, but still, in a very small time. All infrastructure, external, internal, all approved from various agencies, from the government, state government, district administration. We got them in a very short time. So I'm thankful to all the participants who have come all the way to join this conference, and I think there were many parallel sessions, and around, he told me, I was informed that around 60 papers were presented in the conference, and other online speakers were also there. They shared their views to all of you, and I think the basic idea of all these conferences is to give you the platform to interact with each other, with senior people, and to think of some new area where you can work in collaboration or individually. So more you share with the people, more you gain the knowledge. So that is the secret of all these conferences. So I am thankful to the organizers, the pillars, all the three pillars sitting here, Burma, Sanjay, and Tarun. So they have taken the lead, although it is the responsibility of all of you to join more and more people, to collaborate with more and more people, so that you increase the origin of this conference. Many people should participate. So anyway, whatever you have done, that is, I think, wonderful. You enjoyed your stay here, and if there were some limitations, please ignore them because this is a new institute and also senior faculty members. Me and director were the senior person, all others are just, they have joined together and all are of same age. But anyway, I think they might have arranged everything meticulously. So you should ignore all limitations if there had been. I am also thankful to the funding agency for giving sufficient amount to meet the necessities of the conference. Also, most of the faculty members here, they are internal and they might have interacted with external people as well as among yourselves, because in the classroom and in the institute, I think we rarely get the opportunity to interact with each other. But so this conference with interaction, you might have come across what other peoples are doing. So that you must take care of. And my sincere request to all of you that you try to study the latest books on machine learning, AI, and all full of statistics. So if you see the latest books on machine learning, they start something first chapter, second chapter, and after that total statistics. So you go through basics of statistics and all these modeling, factor analysis, and principal component analysis. They are the advanced topics in machine learning. So basic idea is in machine learning, you want to study some variable, the variable of interest. That variable of interest is related to many other variables. So you have multi-dimensional data with you. Now how many variables are related to the variable of interest? That they may be very large, maybe 100, 1000, 2000, this. So you don't know which are more important. So we go for this factor analysis and principal component analysis to know how many variables out of 1000 or 100 which you have, on which you have collected the data, they are relevant to you. So we don't need all the 100, but factors, this principal component tells us how many are relevant to your study. So that you have to see. That is why how the machine through modeling, it tells you that these are the variables, only few variables, which will serve your purpose. So ignore all others for future studies. So what is going on, that is all programming is there, factor analysis is there, principal component analysis tells you that how to reduce the dimensionality, means how to reduce the number of variables, and then how to see their association at etc. So try to read this similarly, regression analysis, logistic regression, all they are very fundamental. You should know this is the model, and through this use the principle to find the most plausible solution. So that solution is solved through fast machines and you get the result. So you should know the logic, and all programs are available, only you have to recall. Basically, if you know this is my model, this is my data, and what is my objective, according to that objective, you recall some program and the machine will analyze the data. So I think already some speaker must be waiting, Abhishek Jain, I think, at 1 o'clock. So anyway, I'm really thankful to all my young faculty members who were organizing this conference, and they have done their level best to host the conference, and I think there should not be any regret with you that senior people were not there, me and director, but during our absence, they might have done a wonderful work. And this institute is new one, this is yours institute, all people they come and go, but the institute will remain here, and you have to interact, you have to stay for a long time in the research area. My turn is over, or senior persons, their turn is almost over. So we can just tell you that this is going on latest in the area, and then you have to carry out the work. So with these words, I again thank all involved in the organization, along with all my non-teaching staff, technical staff, administrative staff. They have worked hard to make this conference a success. So my sincere thanks to all of the persons involved in organizing this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Dr. Jan is joining us shortly. Meanwhile, if anyone from the audience would like to. Okay, please, sir, please.
Sorry. You know, this is a tradition to announce the best paper of the conference. And from this year onwards, we have decided to give the best paper of the conference to the presenter who will be presenting the paper physically. So there were the scholars from National Institute of Technology Kurukshetra who presented their paper, who presented their work, you know, in a physical mode, and they stayed almost 3 days for this conference. So if I'm not mistaken, the paper ID is 194, and the author is Ms. Shelly from NIT Kurukshetra, who basically being conferred with the best paper of the conference. Although there were 3 awards we used to do every year, but for this year we have restricted ourselves based upon the recommendation by the steering committee and the coordinating committee. We are going to announce only one paper, that is the conference paper of SoCTA 2023, and that goes to paper ID 194 from NIT Kurukshetra, and the title of the paper is Path Tracking Control of Mobile Manipulator and with Skidding and Slipping. If Shelly is there, I congratulate you on behalf of the organizing committee, and we will be sharing your e-certificate, because we used to conclude this award based upon the ranking given by the reviewers as well as the session chairs. So we basically try to award the certificate based upon the recommendations. So we are totally, we are not biased, and we do have a documented rule that award will not be given to any, member of the committee, or directly or indirectly having association. Maybe as a co-author, maybe as a organizing committee, maybe as a, any other mode. So second, from this platform, I would like to request all the authors that we will be sharing one Google Sheet for their address, because we will be sending their certificate as well as the registration kit to their respective addresses. Only for the Indian authors. For foreigners, we'll try to do something for you. We will share the e-copy of your certificate, but for all the authors from India, we will be sending the certificate, the hard copy, as well as the registration kit to their respective addresses. We will share a link to them, and you are supposed to submit that registration fill form within a day. Thank you so much. May call the faculty members over here, if they are having any feedback where we can improvise, can come and share your experiences. Any of the faculty members?
देखो मैं एक ना आप लोग से सर यहाँ बहुत सबसे सीनियर है प्रोफेसर एन गिल इज मोस्ट सीनियर member here, and I'm working under last since 5-6 years. So what I'm watching and what I absorbed, it is very important. So मैं आप लोग को एक मतलब हिंदी में सजेशन दे रहा हूँ. It is taken as a positive suggestion. We are young, right? और आप छोटा बनकर काम करेंगे ना तो कल हमेशा सक्सेस करेंगे. सबसे पहले इंस्टीट्यूट है, उसके बाद डिपार्टमेंट है, उसके बाद फ्रेंड्स है, उसके बाद इंडिविजुअल है. और ये बात आप जब तक जितना जल्दी आप समझ जाएंगे, आपका इंस्टीट्यूट उतना ही तेजी से ग्रो करना स्टार्ट करेगा. अभी सर ने वहां पे देखा कि सर ने आपने चेयर उठाना स्टार्ट किया, तो ये आपका एक जो संस्कार है ना, ये संस्कार कोई भी कर सकता है इस काम को, है ना. सर ने स्टार्टेड किया, तो इट इज यू हैव टू लर्न दिस थिंग्स फ्रॉम योर सीनियर्स, राइट. आई अंडरस्टैंड कि so many associate professor not here, professor not here, but still you are the human beings. Yes or no? We are the human beings, na? So these things you have to minor things you have to absorb and learn each and every day. So I'm not going to waste time, and now it is time to announce, handing over the charge to Monu, Dr. Monu. Yes, please.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome today's chief guest, Dr. Abhishek Jain, Honorable Secretary Information Technology, Home and Vigilance, Finance, Planning, Economics and Statistics, 20-point program, Labor and Employment, Printing and Stationery, Youth Service and Sports, Secretary to the Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh. I welcome you, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
So now my request lies with Dr. Abhishek Jain to please address the August Assembly. Please, sir.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, you're completely audible.
Yeah. Good afternoon to everyone. I'm sorry. I am just landing back from Kangra from the Vidhan Sabha. I am just heading to the office. So presently I'm joining from mobile. So please excuse me if there is some technical glitch. I'm very happy to join this conference organized by our premier institution of Himachal Pradesh, which is the Triple IT UNA. And I have a very fond attachment with this institution since I have been closely associated with the setting up of the institution as the district collector that time. And I'm very happy to observe that an international conference on a very important issue in the field of information technology has been organized. I would like to congratulate the organizers, the chairman, Dr. Ravi Sharma, the director. I'm told it is being organized in collaboration with the director NIT Jalandhar. So to him also, Dr. Jaspal Kaur. Dr. Jaspal Kaur and all the other distinguished faculty. We all know how the economy is changing from the manufacturing and service sector driven model to an IT enabled system. Please excuse me just for 10 seconds. Just for 10 seconds.
Please
Yeah.
take your time, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Just a second. Yes, please. Sorry for the interruption. So we all know how the yeah. So we all know how the economy is transforming from a manufacturing-led economy to a service sector and technology-driven economy. The new technologies are here to stay. We know what are the sunrise factors of the future. The technology Information technology, digital technologies, and all other technologies are the growth drivers for the future. And if we have to take our country, our nation, or even the world as a whole to newer heights of economic development, we have to rope in and channelize the benefits of all the modern technologies. Even in the state of Himachal Pradesh, we have been pioneering the adoption and adaptation of all the latest technologies. And recently, the government of Himachal Pradesh is probably the first in the country to name its Department of IT, which is generally said Department of IT all across the country, to the Department of Digital Technologies and Governance, to focus on the technologies other than IT also. We all know how things like AI, machine learning, drones, and all these technologies are changing the way the organizations work and the governments govern. It is very essential for all of us to have a close partnership with all the stakeholders. The current conference involves a lot of academicians from all across the country, and I'm told from across the world also. And it is very essential for us to learn what is happening all across, and not only to learn, but also to implement it in our domains. The future cannot remain uh, glorious unless until we channelize the benefits of all these technologies. If we see the most successful entrepreneurs as well as the most successful organizations in the world, whether it is Google, whether it is Amazon, whether it is uh, any other Facebook, they're all technology driven. And now the time is to be very, very proactive and forward looking in terms of what are the current challenges in the society, in the economy, and how can we tackle those challenges better and more efficiently with the adoption of the latest technologies. I would urge all the participants of this conference to not only discuss and deliberate the latest developments in the field, but also prepare an implementable action plan with set benchmarks which can be achieved and monitored. Because discussing something is very good, but implementing those things is much more essential. So, therefore, let there be a proper action plan, and Triple IT UNA is doing wonderful things under the leadership of Mr. Ravi Sharma and the director, and all its faculty members are really working hard in the field of academics, research, and industry collaborations. I'm sure that these kind of conferences will usher in a new phase of academia, industry, and government partnerships, and will provide all the stakeholders very rich and valuable inputs to work upon. I would also urge all the students and other listeners of this conference that they should also imbibe the things learned here. Let us try to implement even one small thing, whatever we have learned in this conference. And let us try to see and measure what is the outcome of those interventions. We have also to see that India is not a homogeneous entity. India, when we talk of IT, India is not Gurgaon, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Pune. India is also Jharkhand. India is also Himachal Pradesh. India is also Chhattisgarh. And India is not only urban, but India predominantly, even now, it is rural. So we have to ensure that whatever technologies we are using and we are thinking should be beneficial to not only the following category, which is English speaking, urban, male, and digitally literate people. The technology should not be restricted to be used only by these category of people, but it should also be useful for digitally illiterate, less educated, rural, Hindi or regional language speaking, and even female and even elderly people. Let our technologies benefit even a 70 or 80-year-old woman who doesn't know anything about technologies or doesn't know anything about computers, who lives in a rural area but and speaks Hindi or any regional language. But if our technological setup and our innovation ecosystem can benefit even this category of people, then I think we will actually be able to transform our nation into the galaxy of developed nations. We have to be inclusive in terms of adoption of our technologies. Let there not be another layer of inequality between the rural and the urban, between the English speaking and the Hindi speaking, between the literate and the illiterate, between the educated and the uneducated, and between the urban and the rural. Let it be inclusive. And I am sure that with the best of brains sitting in this conference, we can make it happen. Let's try to start right from today and let's try to enable our country and our Himachal Pradesh and our youth to reap the true potentials. Thank you very much.
So thank you so much for being an institute of abiding support system for Triple IT UNA. We're also grateful for your today's treasure time and best wishes. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Abhishek Jain sir, for accepting our request on a very short notice. I thank you on behalf of entire Triple IT UNA. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dr. Jaspal. And now moving forward and following the venerated tradition of our institute, now is the time we acknowledge and encourage the talent of the inquisitive participants for their academic contribution by a certificate distribution ceremony. I request respected Registrar Triple IT UNA, Professor A.M. Gill, to honor the faculty members and the non-faculty members who were involved in the organizing committee of SoCTA 2023. Please, sir.
Sorry, internally, है ना? So, uh, I think all the faculty members are internal, and I was busy in the office work because some urgent work was there. So your certificates will be issued to you shortly after my signature. Huh? There is tea outside. I think, but it is the lunch time. No? So anyway, you enjoy the tea. You are most welcome, and I invite you over a cup of tea. Please do come and join. Thank you.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय जय जय
अनु मैम क्लोज करवा दें मीटिंग।